Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Software Inc. Alpha 8 today. Today we're going to be getting finished on the multiplication. We're going to be continuing support and probably wrapping up support from Magic White Ultimate Edition. And, well, you know, we're going to be doing a bunch of other stuff as well. Let's be honest, I don't plan these episodes and I don't really know where they're going to go. So, that's fun. It's the way these things stay fresh. That's the way they stay fresh. I also kind of want to, I kind of want to see if I can do like a little path that leads between these buildings. I'm curious to see if that's actually a thing. So let's just do this kind of thing. If I do just that to there, and then down to this part, go to there, and link like that. I mean, that works, right? So if I just unify those styles like that, then do an open sort of gate thing here, then do an open gate up at this end as well, and in theory, those are not linked with a path that people may take. That may look silly, but I kind of like the idea of almost enclosing my buildings in that wall. I think it looks interesting. Maybe getting rid of that one would have been better, but I just think it kind of looks a little bit interesting to have that enclosed. I want to see if anyone actually uses it. I have my doubts. Yeah, it looks like they prefer to go around. So let's delete that. That was a waste of time. Good job, me. Well done. That's fine. So Bob Roas is making £735,000 currently per month. Bug Blocker Ultimate Edition is actually not making anything at all. So let me see. Does that need to be ported to anything? Bug Blocker Ultimate Edition, port it to... Oh, we do have some new releases here. Let's actually go ahead and port to those new operating systems and assign my porting team to do that. Let me also look at Magic White Ultimate Edition and get it ported to those new operating systems as well. Because we're absolutely going to need to get that done so we can port the multiplication to those later down the line. So, the porting team is going to be busy. They are going to be very busy indeed, but we may end up making some reasonable money off of the porting that we're doing, if they can stay on top of it and do a good job of it. That's the hope, at least. But here's the good news. Here's the interesting thing, and also, how did that happen? The path there is, the ground is, can you change the ground color? Is that a thing? No, you can't. The hell? That's rather odd. Room colors reset to default. There we go. For some reason, the ground in there was white. I just noticed that. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to just be grass. So that's odd. Let me just delete that as well. But yes, it is January 2020, which means one very important thing. I can select all of these computers, and I can upgrade them to Holo-Computers, which look amazing. Oh my god, look at those. Those are actually super cool. Kind of silly, but pretty cool, actually. I've never seen those before. I've literally never seen those in Software Inc. before. Those are, yeah, those are pretty good. Much better in power and environment, no noise, incredibly durable. Like, that's really cool. I'm gonna upgrade this as well to be a Holo-Computer. I love that. I really do. That's really cool. Let me just upgrade all of my computers everywhere to be Holo-Computers. Those are really cool. Can I customize the color of them, though? Like, is that a thing I can do? Can I select all of them and then, like, change the color? Oh my god. Hold on a minute. I can change the color of the light itself. That's awesome. Look at that. Okay, so those ones are going to be very bright green. These ones down here, oh my god. This has opened up a whole nother realm of Software Inc. for me. These ones are going to be an orange color. Like so. I want to select all of these ones too, and make them an orange color as well. So let me select those and change the color to be orange. What am I changing here? It doesn't seem like I'm changing anything. Hold on a minute. So let me cancel that. Let me select that computer. Then let me select all the computers in here and change them all to have orange. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it differently. So those are going to be orange. The ones on this floor are also going to be orange, but probably a slightly different shade. So we'll go with, like... We'll go with red on this floor, actually. Oh, that looks so cool. It really does. That looks so, so cool. I'm absolutely in love with those. Those are awesome. Let's change this one to be... I guess we'll do, like, a very... We'll do, like, a sort of... We'll do yellow in that one. Sort of a yellowy color like that on that one. Oh my god, I've got a lot of computers to change. Let's select these and upgrade them because they absolutely need it as well. Those can stay default. These ones can all change to holo and be a different color. I don't know what color, but we'll soon see. Let's go with what's the walls? The walls are blue, so we'll go pink on those ones. Then the ones downstairs are all going to be different colors as well. This is awesome. I love Holo-Computers. They're the coolest thing. Oh my god. I didn't think this is how today's episode was gonna go. I'm gonna be honest. I thought today's episode might have some productivity. I can now confirm it probably won't because Holo-Computers, guys. Let's select all those and upgrade them as well. Oh, they're the coolest. They're the coolest thing. Let's go red on those. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. I really love that. That's so cool. Those Holo-Computers are the best thing. They look silly. They really do. Like, they look so silly. But at the same time, they just look so cool as well. I don't know. Why is that one still on? Some of them don't switch off, interestingly. That's curious that those ones didn't switch off. That one's on there as well. That's very strange that they don't switch off. Huh. I'm okay with that. I don't really care. They're Holo-Computers. They're really cool. I've realized I don't really have my teams doing much right now, so I'm gonna get my core team, game devs, and OS team all working on the porting jobs here, because they might as well to get those things all done quicker. Because it's probably important that Bug Blocker Ultimate and Magic White UE go out on all the latest operating systems. So, there's Bug Blocker done. Now Magic White Ultimate Edition is getting ported as well. The multiplication's actually ready to go into alpha, which is great news. So, we might see some extra money come off of Bug Blocker Ultimate here, now that it's on those new systems. Not really. It's really not doing so great, porting it to those new systems. That kind of sucks. That is a real shame that it's not making money anymore, because that had the potential to make a lot. Phthalo Green, I mean, did I ever port Phthalo Green to Bobber OS? I don't know if I did. That's Phthalo Green there, so let's look at porting. I did, apparently, and this operating system here has so many active users. Fair enough, that's okay by me. Let's get Magic White Ultimate Edition ported to, no, they're all the way home. Okay, well, you guys do you. Don't mind me. You know, I just want you to make loads of money, but sure, go home. That's fine. Cleaners are doing a pretty good job. The place looks absolutely lovely. Bug Blocker Ultimate, I'm going to stop marketing because it's really not doing all that well. Magic White Ultimate Edition has now been ported. It's making some good money as well. But I think what I'm going to do is actually... I mean, there's nothing I can do with research. I mean, audio compression is already researched. Auto-tune, all that stuff is already researched. So what I think I'll do is I'm actually going to start making a new audio tool just for the hell of it. And it can be a follow-up to CAD Yellow. I guess we'll do Cadmium Yellow, again, Ultimate Edition, just for the hell of it. We'll give it just everything that the previous one had, because we might as well. And the 2D editor here, I mean, the thing is, Alizarin Crimson's great. Let's make a new 2D editor. Let's make a whole bunch of new things. So, we'll make a 2D editor. It's gonna be Alizarin Crimson Ultimate Edition. So, UE again. Just give this everything that the previous one had because that makes sense. It doesn't have any dependencies. It's a default. It's a follow-up. It's going to run. It's going to be developed on the main server. And this is going to run on everything. Interesting. This actually can't run on BobROS. Why can't it run on my operating system? That's curious. What has this got that my operating system can't? Hold on a minute. Let me take a bunch of this stuff out. Then let me... Can I... Where's my... Oh, they've changed it. So this can only go on computers. Right. That might be why BobROS was awful. Okay, let's change things up. We're actually going to make another operating system, which is a little bit silly considering we only recently released one. But I want a computer operating system because... Yeah, we kind of need one because a lot of the stuff that we want to make doesn't actually go on our console the way I kind of hoped it would. So this is going to be, it could be a new Tiger operating system actually, and I think we'll do that. We'll do Tiger Ultimate. We're really going with the Ultimate thing here. You might have noticed. This will go on the network server, developed on the main server. And it's its own operating system, so it doesn't have any dependencies or any operating systems that it has to run on, and it's going to be done by the OS team and the core team. We will not bother marketing that just yet, but it is going pretty quickly, which is nice. I think the multiplication will be the priority for those guys, just so we can get it out sooner as opposed to later. Because we are doing okay with money. This is the thing. Like, we're not going to run out anytime soon. But our profit could be better. This is the thing. The profit that we have right now could be better. We're making 1.7 million a month. I'd like to be making, well, a hell of a lot more than that. Well, it's November 2020, and the multiplication is so close to being released. Also, Tiger Ultimate is now into alpha, but it does look like we're going to be releasing the multiplication here in November 2020. So let's release that to the world. We will obviously start marketing it as we do. Give that to my marketing team and start the campaign. Immediately get the support team working on supporting the game. And then what we're going to do is the multiplication is immediately going to be ported to these two operating systems with a reasonable user base. So we'll assign that to my porting team. I'm also going to look at why I can't necessarily... I mean, what was the... let's look at all software. Most recent release, November 2020. When was the last operating system? Was December 2019. So that should be okay, right? I haven't got anything that I didn't port Magic White to, right? Oh boy. Oh, but yeah, no, that's fine. So the multiplication's being ported to a couple of operating systems. The marketing team actually didn't get a full day of marketing on the game, but it might do okay. It might not. We'll soon see. It's a risky one, but I'm curious. 3 million. Oh. Okay, and that knocked the sales of Magic White Ultimate Edition up there a bit. That's fine by me. That sold 58,900 units in 1 month. That's not bad. I will take that. That's nothing close. I mean, to be fair, Phthalo Green we've been marketing it for a long time. It released in July 2014. Had about 6 million units sold. So, it'd be nice for the multiplication to end up doing something similar. But, I mean, we're porting it to some new operating systems. We're giving it the best chance it's going to get. The porting's actually taking a while. Where is my porting team and what are they doing? That's my support team. That's the OS team. Or the porting team aren't here. Oh, they don't work in December, do they? That's fair enough. I mean, they need time off just like everybody else. So that's good though. That is very good. I'm actually going to get my game dev team to help with the porting job there because we might as well get it ported a bit quicker. It's oh my god, it immediately dropped off though. That was 3 million in month 1 and then 290,000 in month 2. Oh god. Was something else just released? Let me look at all software. The OS 16 was released last month. Okay, that doesn't seem like it'd be the problem, though. The multiplication was released there. I mean, the last first-person shooter to be released was... that one, 5 years ago. So that's interesting. That's, the multiplication dropped off so quickly. We're gonna have to, port it to... Oh, I can't port it because it's already sort of mid-port. Is there anything else? I mean, I'm gonna need to port Magic White Ultimate Edition to that, so we'll get that done and assign that to the porting team. I think what I'll also do is I'm gonna quickly assign the... I'm just gonna assign everybody to the porting job for the multiplication, because I need that to be done as quickly as possible. Because I want to see if I can salvage some of the sales on that, because it really isn't doing so great. But if I could get that onto some new operating systems, maybe it'll climb, maybe it won't. Maybe this company was doomed to fail from the get... Did that just make no money? Did the multiplication just go a month with where it made nothing? Because that sure as hell looked like it. I think it did. I think that just went a month where it made... I don't know. I really don't know. I'm slightly concerned about this. That this game might have... I mean, it's not a flop. It made a fair bit of money. It made a couple of million, but... Good lord, it looked like it went a month without making anything. Let's see. Let's see what it makes when it takes over to March. What do we look at? 4.5 million. Okay. Fair. It really is just yo-yoing like crazy, the popularity of that, but whatever. That's fine. Let's start making another game, because we should. This is gonna be a... What's popular at the minute? In terms of games. First-person shooters and game engines. Oh yeah, those are popular. Let's make an adventure game. It's gonna use Magic White Ultimate Edition. No, that could be why. No, I don't know. Let's do Magic White Ultimate Edition. It's fine. It's gonna have physics, music, dialogue, open world, AI, multiplayer. We'll do touch support. We'll do cutscenes, QA, 3D graphics with VR and all that stuff. It's gonna use titanium white. It's gonna use cadmium yellow. And it's gonna run on the network server, be developed on the main server. I don't think I ever made adventure games, did I? No, that's fine. Anyway, this one is the Nerd Father. There we go. And it's gonna be $49.99. It's an original IP. It's gonna run on... It doesn't run on the newest operating system, does it? Because we haven't actually finished the port. That's troublesome. Okay, well, I guess I'll just minimize this. I'll keep that design document open up there until the port for Magic White Ultimate Edition is done. I'm also pretty sure this is something I've never done before, is just keep the design document there until we're ready to make it. That's something I should do more of. That really is something I should do so much more of, because that's so much more efficient than going through and remaking it later down the line. I need to remember to do more of this. I really do. That's... Okay, right. So that's ported, so I should now be able to do... Yeah. That makes so much more sense. Good lord. I'm an idiot sometimes. Let's select all of those. We've got 8.3 million people we could reach with this. It's a game, so we'll give it to the core team, and we'll give it to the game dev team. And, that should be fine. We'll start developing that. We'll not bother marketing it just yet, but we will actually start marketing Tiger Ultimate, because we haven't actually, done anything for that just yet. So let's start that campaign. And start building all the hype for the new operating system. The return of the Tiger operating system. I'm actually curious to see when the last one was. Tiger X was 2009. So it's been 12 years since we bought out the Tiger franchise, the Tiger X franchise. Let's actually have a look. Was there... Yeah, it was just Tiger X. There wasn't one before it. We did buy out the other Tiger franchise, but we never... We didn't keep it. So that's interesting. The multiplication's also making a bunch of money there, so that's great news. It is selling pretty well, actually, which is wonderful. We're already porting it, aren't we? No, wait, what? I thought we... No, we didn't get... We finished porting it to the other platforms, but we never ported it to this one. So let's port that to the OS 16. We'll get the game devs to work on that as well. Game devs, of course, being very busy at the moment. They're working on a couple of things. The core team's quite busy as well. But the good news is Tiger Ultimate is ready to go into beta. Now, this could be our big break. This could be a big break for the company with Tiger Ultimate. We might actually see some serious money if this operating system does what operating systems usually do, or have recently started doing in Software Inc. We might see some serious money. I'm also going to just make a quick change to these pillars because they kind of annoy me. And that change is that the interior is going to be completely dark, and the floors as well are going to be completely dark. So there we go. They look solid. Now they look like they're kind of solid blocks rather than somewhat see-through. Tiger Ultimate ready to release. We're going to release it in July 2021. We're obviously going to market it, of course, give that to the marketing team, and start the campaign. The support for this is going to go to the support team. And I guess pretty much immediately we should probably stop the porting job of the multiplication and start porting that to... Oh, no, we should have kept that. We should not have cancelled that because that was kind of silly. That's okay, though. We'll give this to Core, Game Dev, OS, and Porting. And hopefully we'll see that go pretty quickly. We can minimize that. We can probably minimize that as well. Just minimize all of the marketing ones. So porting is going to take hopefully not too long on those, but I also need to port Magic White Ultimate Edition to Tiger Ultimate. Oh boy. This is a lot of porting and could take a serious while, but I'm hoping not too long. Because we do need to get the porting done of this. I'm actually going to port... I'm going to have my priority be actually the multiplication. Rather than the engine itself. We'll get the multiplication ported. But let's see. Tiger Ultimate has some space to make money here. Let's see what it does. It's July 2021. And we're looking at 1.2 million. Oh boy. This is either going to be a really slow start or a complete flop. It's really difficult to know. We could probably stop marketing Bob Roas, though. I don't think that's something we need to be doing. Also, the multiplication has been ported to the new operating system. That might increase the sales of that. It might not. We'll soon see. The game engine itself is almost ported, which is wonderful news, as you can see here. Let's see. Multiplication. Nah. We're keeping fairly consistent numbers, but we didn't really see much of an increase. Fortunately, it's now been the engine's been ported, so we can port the game to our own operating system. There's not really many active users on this, even with unavoidable marketing. I also didn't drop the price. That was probably part of the problem. I really should have dropped that price. But it's fine. We'll get this ported right over. We'll get everyone on that, because why not? Except marketing, because that's kind of silly. But it shouldn't take too long to port the game. It'll be done in... it might actually be done this month, in September, yeah. That's looking like it's going to be done. There we go. Okay, well, the good news is that we might see an increase. The game's pretty popular, so it might push some people to the operating system. It might not. We'll see. 7.9 million. Yeah, I think it worked. I think the game... Yeah, that actually hasn't even got that many units sold. It's the game that seems to be making a lot of the money. Which is fair enough. I mean, I'm quite okay with that. We're making some reasonable money now. This is good news. Let's take the core team off of... Actually, let's keep the core team on that. We'll get the OS team to do some stuff. because I reckon we should make some new tools. So I think we should make a new 2D editor and put it on our own operating system. So we'll make a new 2D editor for Tiger Ultimate. Am I seeing frame rate drops when I move these windows? It seems like I'm seeing frame rate drops when there's multiple windows and I move them a little bit. That's interesting. Whatever. This can be a successor to Alizarin Crimson. It's going to be Alizarin Crimson Ultimate Edition. It's pretty much going to have everything, but this one is going to be initially exclusive to our own operating system, just so I can see how it does. So it's going to be on the main server. It's going to be done by the core team. It's going to be... I'll actually set it to be affordable. We'll do £60. And that should be fine. So, Alizarin Crimson Ultimate Edition. We will not market it right away. And then we'll start... Oh, no, I can't really do a 3D editor, can I? No, I can't because I need the 2D editor. Okay, well, we'll get this done. This shouldn't take too long to do. It's a 2D editor. It's not going to take a hell of a long time. We have these bloody Holo-Computers, so I don't think I need to worry. You know, I think it's interesting to note that we are approaching 1 billion again, which I'm okay with. Also, I'm pretty sure someone's about to retire. I did get the heads up for it. So yeah, there we go. Hope Davidson retired and got 2.8 million from the company pension fund. So you're welcome, Hope Davidson. You worked here for 4 years and got 2.8 million for it. And I know she worked here for 4 years because when I clicked this little thing here, I'm just trying to scratch something off my screen because I thought I had a dead pixel, but it's not. It's just something stuck to my monitor. You didn't need to know that, but just thought I'd tell you that I was trying to get something off my screen. But yeah, you can click this, and it'll tell you that, you know, support have planned vacations, but it told me that Hope Davidson had worked here for 4 years, and apparently working here for 4 years entitles you to the £2.8 million pound pension. Which, to be fair, technically speaking, if I were to hire an employee, say, you know, let's just look for the hell of it. Okay, that didn't really do what I wanted it to do. But you can hire people, you know, you can hire older people. We'll begin looking. Let's sort by age. This guy could work here for 6 years and get that money. We'll look again, why not? 4 years for this one and get that money. We could hire, no, that's 60, maybe 60 is actually the top age that you can hire someone at, and then they, it actually seems that way. Now that I look at it. Okay, so the minimum they have to work here is 4 years to be entitled to that 2.8 million. Also, I just noticed Tiger Ultimate is making 14 million. I'm okay with that. Let's promote Alizarin Crimson Ultimate Edition into the beta phase there. How many? Oh, 350,000 units for that. 1.2 million units for the multiplication is not bad. Oh my god, Tiger Ultimate just made 54 million. You know, I think we're doing okay. I reckon we're doing okay. I'm also pretty sure I didn't actually do any pre-marketing for this, so that could be interesting. Let's release that though. We will we'll start the campaign and immediately go in and start working on 3D editors using Alizarin Crimson UE. This is going to be a follow-up to Titanium White, which is going to be Titanium White Ultimate Edition, because why not? Which is going to have rendering, realistic hair, physics, animation, sculpting, just literally everything, because why not? And it's also going to be £60, and is also, it's going to run on the, it's going to run on the network server, be developed in the main server. Is going to be done by the core team and my OS team, I suppose. And this is also going to run on Tiger Ultimate. So let's start developing that. We'll not do any pre-marketing just yet. But hopefully that won't take too long. It doesn't look like it's gonna. We should see a lot of money then from Alizarin Crimson, right? I mean, it's the first proper release onto my operating system, I think. At least from me. So what are we looking at? 55 million and 32 100,000 from Alizarin Crimson UE. Never mind. What the hell was released onto Tiger Ultimate then? Because that's making so much money. Details. Used in. Just my stuff. Okay, that's very strange, but it is very similar to what always happens with operating systems in this game. It eventually just takes off, so I'm okay with that. What's the highest profit we've had from something so far? It was the original Alizarin Crimson, which had 3.95 million units sold. Interesting. That's very interesting. It is nice to see, though, that the last batch of releases we've had here have actually all been outstanding. That's good news. Also nice to see that the multiplication is just doing super well. It's I think it's fair to say that the company has actually hit its stride after, you know, the years we spent hosting stuff for other companies. Also, the Nerdfather is actually ready to go into beta as well. So that's going to be getting released in June 2022, which is very exciting indeed. And I'm definitely curious to see how that goes. I'm also curious to see if Tiger Ultimate keeps making the money it's making. Yes. Yes, it does. Good. That's what you want to see. Let's have a look at the multiplication and see if we want to port it to anything else. That is not what I wanted. Multiplication, let's port. No, there's nothing to port it to. What about Magic White Ultimate Edition? Anything recent? Oh! Yes, actually. There's this, which is doing pretty well. I guess we'll port to it. Why not? We'll give that to the porting team. Doesn't necessarily mean that the multiplication's going to go to it, but I think, you know, getting another couple of 100,000 potential customers for the game, which is doing very well, is possibly a good thing. And this also opens the door for the Nerdfather to be released onto a whole bunch of platforms as well that it wasn't necessarily developed for. Because this is the thing. This is why I like kind of building this sort of Ultimate Edition style thing. And this is actually something I've never really done with this game before. I mean, I know the porting has completely changed, like porting being a newer thing. I couldn't have done it with my previous seasons, but I've never played this kind of end game thing with Software Inc. I usually reach end game around the early 2000s. So getting to a point where I can port effectively an like the pinnacle of game engines, like there's no more features I'm going to unlock. So porting the same game engine to a bunch of different operating systems so I can release the same game over and over again is interesting to me. It's kind of fun. Let's release the Nerdfather to the world. I think this is actually our first adventure game, so this could be something. Let's give the support team the job of, well, supporting it. And we can probably just keep some of these minimized. I'm curious to see how this does. I'm very curious to see how the Nerdfather might perform. Because, you know, it could be a good hit. We probably also want to look into porting it. Because, oh no, we haven't finished porting Magic White Ultimate Edition. So, we might as well let them finish with that. We'll actually give that to the game devs, core team, and OS team as well. Just so it gets done a bit quicker. But any second now, we will have the earnings for the Nerdfather. So let's see. The Nerdfather is going to make nothing. Interesting. It did release. It absolutely released. It just made nothing. Curious. Very, very curious. Let's develop Titanium White Ultimate Edition. I realize I can actually make the audio tool at the same time, can't I? If I do all of this stuff, I can do just all of that, because I only need a 2D editor. I really should have done this sooner. But it's fine. Let's do that. It's going to be a follow-up to Cadmium Yellow. It's obviously going to be Cadmium Yellow Ultimate Edition once again. It's going to be a nice price of £60, much like everything else. It's going to be developed on the main server, and it's going to run on Tiger Ultimate. Okay, so that is, I guess, technically the last step in in re-releasing everything. Technically, what I should do is make another game engine that's kind of the Ultimate Edition that sort of uses the Ultimate Edition. Like, there's a lot of, like, Ultimate Edition tiers going on here, and the word Ultimate is very quickly going to lose its meaning. But you get what's going on. Let's do some promotion for this, because I don't think I've done it yet. So let's start that campaign. There we go. And I guess all we need to do is finish CAD Yellow and see how the Nerdfather turns out with some actual marketing behind it, because maybe we didn't market that and no one knew it was coming out. I don't know. But I'm curious to see how it'll do. £43,900. That sold 1,000 units. That lost us 1.2 million. That's not the best news I could have had there, I'll be honest. It'd be nice if it did a bit better. But I guess we can port it. I mean, the game engine got ported, so let's port the Nerdfather to Tiger Ultimate and Bandstop 9. Because we might as well. And we'll get the core game dev, OS, and porting teams to do that so we can get it done nice and quickly. That way it has the potential to stay somewhat relevant and actually make some decent money. That's the hope, at least. Or, you know, maybe word of mouth will help it sell this month. But I doubt it. I really do. Yeah, 59,000. It's really not selling all that well. Tiger Ultimate, on the other hand, is up at 68 million, so it's continuing to sell like crazy. Cadmium Yellow is ready to go, almost ready to go into Alpha. And Titanium White Ultimate Edition almost ready to go into Beta. It really is interesting to see all, you know, it's interesting that we're doing, you know, the Ultimate Edition thing. I keep bringing it up, but it's nice, you know, I can sit here and not have to worry about coming up with names for everything, so it makes my job easier. That's, if anything, it does that. And 79 million for Tiger Ultimate. We have passed 30 million fans. We're at 1.5 million pounds. And Tiger Ultimate ready to go into Beta. So we'll see how that does. Also, I think the Nerdfather porting is actually done. Someone else just retired. So let's see if the porting was any use to help the Nerdfather make some money. Might have been £72,000 and 86 million from Tiger Ultimate. Oh boy, it's weird. Like we're back in this place where the game has lost all challenge because we're making so much money. It really is silly. But let's start the campaign for Titanium White Ultimate Edition. It's gone out to the people in December of 2022. I'm assuming there have been some operating system releases. Yeah, there we go. A phone operating system in December 2022. We have a 3D... That's my 3D editor. Fair enough. That's interesting. If I got anything I could do with a phone operating system, like, can I port to it? Like, is that a thing? No. There really isn't much I can do with phone operating systems. I'm not quite sure what... It's interesting to see that a lot of stuff is now specialized in that way. In that, you know, you don't put, like, video 3D editors and all that on phones or consoles. It is really, really quite curious. I do like it. Cadmium Yellow Ultimate Edition ready to go into beta and actually ready to release immediately, so we'll do that as well and give it to marketing. Start that campaign. And, I think... I reckon, you know, we're doing okay with money here. We really, really are doing okay with money. So I think what we'll do is... This isn't going to be the last episode. I think the next episode will be the final episode of this, season 5 of Software Inc. Bit of a shorter season. It'll be 9 parts in total. But, the real point of this season was to show off Alpha 8. And I feel like we've had an opportunity to do that. We've got to February 2023. We're going to get a bit further than that. We're going to make some more money. We'll probably get to about 2.5 billion in the next episode, and then that'll be that for this season. But I think we've done some interesting things here. It certainly seems that hosting deals could use a little bit of balance, but Yeah, I've had fun with this. One more episode and then we'll call it there for this season. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you kind of for watching. This has been Software Inc. And I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.